that. So, yep.
All right, and it looks like it's time for grand finals. We're going to see Ben versus KoDoRiN, a repeat of winners finals, which was a nail biter of a game 5 set. Ben was able to close it out, and it is coming into this from winner's side, so KoDoRiN's got to win 2 sets in a row.
Yep. KoDoRiN getting his loser's bracket momentum, getting the see if he still has his maximum fire going into this set, and Ben kind of been sitting pretty here. It's been a little bit of time since his winner's final set. He's had time to kind of clear his head and get ready for it. So,
oh, what a great tech chase there by KoDoRiN. He gets a couple tech chases with regrabs, and then he closes it out with just a hard read for the tipper F smash, and that's going to close out the first stock.
Look at that dash dance as he just waits out a forward tilt and finds the actual whiff punish. Very difficult to do, but he kind of finds it. So KoDoRiN definitely looking like he's a little bit more warmed up now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Ben does not care.
We saw JFlex have so much trouble covering that low recovery, and there Ben showed that you do those late needles, and it can sort of cover a lot. So really like that show from Ben.
Another fully charged neutral B, forcing Sheik to be in one of those spots where she cannot sweet spot from above because she's too far away. Pretty much a checkmate scenario. Especially on Battlefield, where I imagine teching is even harder.
Okay, KoDoRiN, he's developed a pretty solid lead here for himself on game 1. And he's just going to continue.
Yeah. KoDoRiN, I love that. It's kind of like a mix-up being played, right? When both players kind of know a mix-up being played, you can just cover the same side of the mix-up, and it's like your opponent's going to adapt for you, you know? So instead of like covering the low recovery, he just covered the high recovery again, and Ben was eventually felt like he was forced to mix it up because he's like, well, I don't want to become predictable, right? And KoDoRiN gets a big hit for it, so.
Okay, KoDoRiN making a clean recovery once again after getting kind of beat up here. But yeah, Ben able to find the back air as KoDoRiN comes back up from the ledge. 2 stocks apiece.
Good forward air. Ooh. Baits out the spot dodge.
And a tipper down smash to close out that tech chase. Gonna give KoDoRiN a strong stock lead once again.
Down throw tech chase. Gets the forward throw off of it. Ooh, doesn't find the down air. Could have gotten punished for it. He's off stage now.
Okay.
Platform pressure.
KoDoRiN gets the grab into the F smash. He's going to continue this combo. Goes for the grab so as to not deal with the Omps attack, but Ben's able to get out off of it. Double fair pushes Ben off stage, but the ledge dash roll, KoDoRiN doesn't have an answer for that yet.
See, forward throw. Ooh, the double jump forward air does allow him to come back on stage. Kind of scary. I mean, Marth has to go for some sort of risk no matter what he does here, but is able to make it back. Yeah, KoDoRiN, he just has this ability to make it really hard for people to close out stocks on him, right? So, boom, finds another closeout, and he takes the first stock, the first game here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just looks really strong from KoDoRiN so far. I think we saw it's interesting how different the matchup is, right? In the previous set against JFlex, KoDoRiN was getting a lot of his wins off of really good dash dancing and punishing whiff punishing JFlex's moves. In this set, it feels like it's much more about the tech chases and being super efficient with those.
Right.
Okay, KoDoRiN gets a grab here.
We've mentioned it quite a few times now that this is probably Sheik's strongest stage, and we've seen KoDoRiN kind of struggle so far. Both of his previous sets, he did drop the game on Dreamland. Let's see if he can kind of reverse that narrative so far.
Okay, and this is how you start it, right? He gets a big combo, just won't let Ben out, and just great reads on everything Ben's going for there. Here he gets the shield on the shield drop, and gets to play through again.
Yep, and he's just still getting so many of these tech chases, and definitely one part that KoDoRiN's been really good at too is even the tech chases he doesn't get, he's just pressuring so hard. He's so good at knowing when his character's presence is going to make you panic, right? So,
dude, how come every time you say something, they just immediately do it?
You'll love to see it.
So much empty pressure just based on where his character is. Dash dance, dash dance, dash dance, up B to catch the out of shield option. What the? Come on!
We are in cahoots. KoDoRiN and I made sure that I'm like, yo, KoDoRiN, I'm about to say something about empty pressure. Can you just be a homie real quick? Oh, yeah, I got you. Yo, KoDoRiN, Ed's about to say something about your tech chasing. Can you just drop a tech chase real quick? I mean, you'll get another one, you know? Oh, yeah, I got you.
Okay, the needles to protect the recovery, really clean by Ben there, but KoDoRiN gets him back off stage, puts him in a really bad spot, and Edgehogs to take it, maintaining a stock lead.
Yup, definitely looking like he's coming into it with I don't know, this fire. He kind of had a whole set to kind of prep himself up for this one, right? And I wonder if he kind of gets a reminder, a refresher course in the Sheik matchup, and then says, "Oh yeah, now I've got my confidence back," right? So.
Okay. And then he finds the F smash again. These big haymakers. Oh, and he gets the dare as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just deleting stocks.
Man, when you can delete stocks on this stage too, it's even more valuable because this is a stage where the stocks are supposed to last longer, right? So.
So 2 stocks to 1. Good close out there by Ben, but still in quite the hole here. The whiff grab gets punished with.
Oh my god! Did you see that? He like pivot, fell off forward air, landed back on stage again. That was some TAS stuff.
Okay, the juggle from KoDoRiN. Oh, the dare doesn't connect, but he's just able to keep it going with a clean side B. Okay, Ben finally stabilizes, gets a grab, goes for the overshoot dash attack, but KoDoRiN's just out of there.
Yeah, KoDoRiN is playing really well right now, kind of making it so hard for Ben. He got that huge combo, and I think he knew that the down air wasn't going to connect, but went for it anyways, and then he's just right back in control as soon as he lands. Sheik is kind of getting to that percent where it's going to be kind of hard to close out now, but KoDoRiN has shown in the past that he's very proficient at playing these high percent situations, and ooh, that down tilt closes it out quick, and KoDoRiN looking to take set 1 in a fast fashion. He's looking to speed run grand finals right here.
Yeah, and that looked pretty convincing there from him, even on what should have been his worst stage. He was able to find those early kills, which sort of deletes a lot of the problem. He was also able to continue big combos into the air, which sometimes can be hard for Marth on the tall side platforms.
Yep.
Ben, not deterred, going to go back to what he knows to be his best stage. Let's see if he can do it this time.
Yeah, it's definitely the right choice. I think that for the most part, even the things that were working for KoDoRiN were not stage specific, and the stage was making it harder for KoDoRiN. He just happened to find a couple big reads at key moments, right? So.
Yeah, I think the problem here for Ben, at least for this set, is now FD twice feels kind of insurmountable for him.
Yeah.
Especially in this player versus player matchup, we've seen KoDoRiN's juggles be very strong against Ben. He seems to have a read on how Ben wants to come down, even more so than he did against JFlex. And FD just makes that so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, definitely always the story of any reverse 3-0s. Not only do you have to win 3 games in a row, but it's even more unlikely given that 2 of those games have to be on a really difficult stage. And some matchups, that's exacerbated as some matchups have stages that are worse than normal, and this is definitely one of them, where Marth on FD, I mean, Marth kind of gets this in every matchup, where just like FD tends to be good for him in every matchup, so.
And as we were talking about that, KoDoRiN took a sort of a slow route, right? Like it wasn't a quick combo, but he did take the first stock once again. This time he gets caught by a jab into a fair, so we're going to bring it back to even. But you got to feel like KoDoRiN's in a commanding position right now.
Finds down throw into more tech chases, and even though the tech chases aren't, flowchart, regrab, he just finds so much damage off every single one of them, it seems. And just like that, he's going into his edge guarding. And while the edge guarding is more difficult on this stage, he found 100% on his first opening. That's brutal.
Oh, and he goes for the side B here, and then he finds the tipper down smash on the mistech. He is just firing on all cylinders. It feels like Ben doesn't have any answer right now.
He's playing so optimal. I feel like his combos, his tech chasing, his edge guards, and then his combo finishers. Like, he switches to the perfect finisher every time at the perfect percent, right? At the perfect positioning. Like, man, this guy feels like he's terrifying. If you misstep one time, he's going to go for a big read. And if you don't, he's going to keep flow charting you to death, right? Like...
Okay, he gets the dare to force his way down through the juggle. And now he's the one reclaiming center stage. The trade works out in Ben's favor because of the percentages, but KoDoRiN just reversals right back, gets the dash attack into the fairs. Ooh, good DI out to avoid that F smash. Yeah, Ben just in a bad spot.
Yeah, I think KoDoRiN too, like, maybe had time to grab the ledge there, but I actually like that KoDoRiN doesn't even try. I think he kind of recognized that, like, I actually have so much control when I'm on center stage here, and that Sheik has to come up from the ledge, and I'm not sure if I can get to the ledge in time, right? So when your opponent has enough confidence to where they don't even need to go for the big reads, then that's when but they're still willing to, like, it can definitely be kind of terrifying. So Ben gonna have to find his footing here, so.
All right, KoDoRiN off stage. Oh, he actually nicks Ben on the way up, getting him off the ledge, and he steals the ledge away from him. KoDoRiN's up 3 stocks to 1 once again. Ben gonna need a miracle here.
Yeah, and KoDoRiN's still so hard to kill. He's at 160.
Finally,
the one having Marthritis right now, right?
Yeah, finally KoDoRiN misses one input. He does get the tournament winner, and Ben's able to close out off of that, but he's still down a full stock. Ooh, good whiff punish on a grab.
Oh, look at the spacing! Sheik trying to brute force her way through with CC, and KoDoRiN just perfectly outspaces it and hits her, gets multiple free hits off it with down airs and down tilts and forward airs. Oh my god, and converts into the tipper forward smash. KoDoRiN closing out the first set 3-0 fast. We were talking about how he hadn't won a game on Dream Lane yet today. Here's 2.
Really, really clean stuff by KoDoRiN. I think he looked very strong. I think really a big part of it was he would get these like very awkward hits, and then he would immediately recognize that Ben wasn't going to be able to get the tech. Like, it was just too awkward of a hit for him to be ready to tech, and he was ready to punish those missed techs with F smashes or down smashes or side Bs or up Bs or, you know, any number of things over and over.
Right.
And being able to find those awkward hits is really weird, right? Because it's like often in scramble situations, like we saw in that last stock, or sometimes he's like even like modifying his combos to like get those weird hits. So Ben's going to just have to be super ready to tech every single thing that comes at him, or else KoDoRiN's going to keep eating his lunch.
His lunch. So true.
Oh, and look, the F smash to start things off once again.
Oh, yep. Well, took no time at all for KoDoRiN to kind of show his confidence going into set 2. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ben, he is able to get center stage for a moment there, but he whiffs a grab, and KoDoRiN reclaims the control so quickly. And look at these juggles once again.
And once again, having no fear when he can't get to the ledge in time, right? It kind of looked like, oh, he dropped the edge. Never mind, he's totally fine. Just goes right, switches to his ledge trapping game plan, right? Like he's seamlessly switching from neutral to combo to tech chase to edge guarding to ledge trapping, and just it seems like he has a very good game plan for every single one of these. And yeah, Ben's kind of struggling to keep up a little bit here to see if he can kind of find it, because we did see kind of a you know, shades of what he's supposed to do in the winner set. I do think KoDoRiN has kind of adapted up, and now it's up to Ben to kind of show that next level as well. So
yeah, I think the other thing to note here is that in the winner set, KoDoRiN was very willing to play like a very aerial based game, where he'd go for like full hop double fair and would try to like catch Ben full hopping. And in this set, KoDoRiN's not doing that at all. Like, he's catching him on the way down mostly. So it's a very different approach from KoDoRiN that is working so effectively.
yeah, and maybe that is what we were talking about with having the refresher course in the loser set, right? Like kind of like hey, here's how you're supposed to play the Sheik matchup, as he kind of gets a big reminder. And sometimes losing a set can be kind of a wake-up call to be like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot parts of the important parts of the matchup that I'm supposed to stick to. And the moment that you kind of remember that, find your footing again, get your confidence back, and suddenly everything starts to work and fall into place. That seems to be what's happening, because KoDoRiN's not only playing better, but he's looking so clean while doing it.
Yeah, the game plan looks better and the execution looks better, and when you get both of those at the same time, you can get a really big turnaround in. Oh, okay, never mind. I did it again.
Wow, Ed just talking about execution and immediately causing an SD for KoDoRiN. Maybe just let me talk about execution. Great execution from KoDoRiN. He never drops these edge guards. He always gets the juggle.
Oh my god, and yeah, look at the spacing on that shield drop to get around the grab and find the F smash. Really, really clean stuff from KoDoRiN. I think that the grounded or at least short hop based play tends to be the big difference maker right now. It just seems like Ben, when there's not an air to air fight happening, Ben seems like he's not able to find the openings he needs to close out games.
Yeah, and I think if I were to kind of speculate as to things Ben should be working on right here, I think that the way Sheik contests the ground-to-ground game is with needles. And it's a lot of like needle baits, like grounded needles too, not aerial needles. It's like you either charge the needles, cancel it, boost grab, or you charge the needles and then let him rip, or you charge the needles, cancel them, and then charge the needles more, and then cancel them. And then, you know, like stuff like that is very powerful, as Sheik ends up having mix-ups while staying still, you know? Like Marth has to constantly worry about whether he shields or not, and if he shields he might get boost grabbed, and she has like these sort of like unreactable mix-ups that make it hard for Marth to play the game. But right now, Ben seems committed to kind of playing the sort of aerials sort of based game, which I think was a little bit of a similar problem to what he had with Gatsu, right? Where we kind of mentioned you kind of got to stay grounded. It's a very different type of grounded approach versus Marth because
my God,
you can't just like wave dash forward tilt him, right? But he does have to kind of switch to a more grounded needle based like boost grab type game plan to contest his dash dance because this is brutal from KoDoRiN right now.
Yeah, and we did see Ben make huge strides in the Falcon matchup in just 1 week. So curious to see if he'll get to do the same thing here with Marth, or if he can find answers right now, because Ben has been great at adapting mid-set in the past.
Yep. Needs to throw up his face roll Batman symbol in the sky, you know?
Oh, okay. Now, I do really like that. Get aggressive when you get KoDoRiN in the air, right? You've been successful in that air-to-air game. So if you can knock him up, if you get a throw or a single aerial, go, 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 because that's the situation you're winning.
That makes sense, yep. Oh, just barely doesn't... Oh, no, the accidental chain. Missing a side platform tech chase and immediately dying for it, basically. I mean, it was kind of a couple mistakes back-to-back, but that's kind of what we mentioned before. Sometimes the mistakes just kind of compound on each other, and it's easier to sort of spiral out of control that way. So, and KoDoRiN is very willing to pounce on that kind of thing. Ben isn't letting it get out of control yet, right? He's definitely still in it. It's just given how, you know, part of you has to be thinking about the fact that you've lost 4 games in a row, right? It's harder to take a hit and then like just bounce back when you've just lost 4 games in a row and you're like, no, taking a hit doesn't matter, it's fine. It's like, well, it kind of mattered the last 4 games, you know, like.
Yeah, and you can see Ben is definitely still adapting. He was able to catch one of those tricky KoDoRiN recoveries to take the last stock, and he's playing well around the current situations. Oh, those scramble situations have been working out very much for KoDoRiN, but he finds it again.
Ooh, that's brutal. That was off of Sheik's down throw, and somehow KoDoRiN finds his own up air and somehow converts that into a tipper forward smash. That's gonna be pretty brutal. Oh, the counter too. Everything's kind of working out for KoDoRiN. Yep. Light shield and manages to roll out, but Ben is ready to find a dash attack here. He needs this kill and he finds it.
KoDoRiN is showing that he's playing very conservatively when he's above Ben. I think he sort of understands what's happening in the set, but it feels like Ben's figuring it out too. And so KoDoRiN's going to have to answer back here. I feel the adaptation coming.
Ooh, baits out a spot dodge though. This could be a Ken combo. He recognized that if he did down air, it would send it back on stage, so he goes for the nair. Ooh, but Ben has a big combo here. Now he's got some corner pressure. The back air does find its way to hit him back off stage. Let's see if he can... Oh! He's been doing that back air from the top platform quite a bit, and I think KoDoRiN's kind of onto it now. He waits for the spot dodge, but he doesn't get the tipper forward smash. I think he was a little bit too far away there.
Oh, great spacing on the up B there from KoDoRiN. He's able to avoid the slap that's killed him like twice in a row. He goes for the F smash once again, but now it seems like Ben's starting to whiff punish that. He'd been swinging with impunity for like 4 games, and all of a sudden Ben's punished it twice in a row.
The ledge hop forward air lets him come out. You mentioned J-Flex was struggling with that option quite a bit. We're now seeing Ben kind of struggle with it too. Ledge hop forward air is just so oppressive. It's invincible and goes like halfway through the stage. Oh! Up B doesn't find the ledge, and KoDoRiN wins 5 games in a row. That felt like a big turning point in the set. Ben was still, like, even though he had lost quite a few games in a row, the fact that he was in winner's side of grand finals means it actually didn't matter. And if he won this game, he would have stopped the bleeding at just the right time, and he wouldn't even be behind, right? And now it kind of matters. KoDoRiN is now going to have to... You're going to need a reverse 3-0 to win the tournament now, and you no longer have a set to give. The looming threat of double FD is now twice as scary because that's necessary now. There's no other out, so...
Exactly. But you got to take it one game at a time here.
Yep.
Find the win on Dreamland first. You've lost 3 in a row here.
And
that's
true.
got to be weighing on you as well.
True. Yeah, dang. This is quite the clinic that KoDoRiN's putting on, right? Because to go from losing a set and then winning 5 in a row, including 3 on the counter pick, like, oof.
Okay, this is how you started off, Ben. He's been moving in the right direction for 4 games in a row, right? He's gotten closer and closer, and maybe with this combo, it feels like maybe he's got a chance to right the ship at least for a moment.
Yep, and sometimes the struggle with some of these top players is that you start to make the adaptation, and then they immediately know the next step, like ready, you know. And KoDoRiN, so I think has already done that to him a little bit in this set, where Ben kind of like makes an adaptation, and KoDoRiN makes the next one right away, and Ben's like, ah, geez, okay, now I have to make the next one, right? So, but eventually they run out. Top players, they run out of tricks. They don't have unlimited tricks. Sometimes it feels like that, but they're tricking you, and they're lying. Actually, they only have like 12 tricks at tops, you know? And then eventually Ben's gonna catch up, and he's gonna make the right adaptation. So it's kind of looking like this could be the start of something here.
Okay, but KoDoRiN, he's, making it very hard for Ben still. Oh, that fair would have actually just been a kill. Very, very close. KoDoRiN has reclaimed the lead just barely, and with that F smash. Oh my god.
Man, when KoDoRiN combos or juggles turn into tipper forward smashes, every now and then it's just like, wow, he didn't even need that. He could have just kept going. He could have just gotten the edge guard and the corner pressure. That would have been just as oppressive, but no, you just had to give him the kill outright just then. Jeez.
Exactly. And Ben continues to make it hard, but KoDoRiN finds his way back again. These recoveries are so tricky. Good juggle there by Ben to find the fair, and KoDoRiN doesn't have enough.
Yep, didn't have enough resources there. Kind of burnt out all his mix-ups. So good stuff to Ben to kind of take the guaranteed there. And let's see how much damage he's gonna have to take here on this side platform. He does get out.
Keep in mind, if that's any other stage, that's probably a kill for KoDoRiN. So
yeah,
that's part of the problem here.
Yeah. Oh man, and he's just finding so much damage even with these platforms, right? So it's part of. Oh my god, another forward throw tipper forward smash. He just keeps finding these. He had a slight walk on that one to kind of get it. KoDoRiN really knows his percents, I feel.
Oh, and he waits for the spot dodge.
Oh my god, that forward smash doesn't hit. Insane. He actually did a pivot for it too.
Okay. KoDoRiN again waits for the spot dodge grabs right after. He's sort of got Ben panicking here, and he knows it.
Even on defense, right? Like he's the one shielding a forward air, and Ben's the one panicking and getting red. So, it's